Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good night, whenever it is you see this. So I'm doing my morning walk and I had a message that was pressed upon me because something that I'm meditating on is surrender. Let me tell you why. The last 2 years I've had some really tough lessons behind learning to surrender, surrendering to the process, surrendering to how things need to work out and all of that. And it's really challenging for people to do because humans want to stay in control. They want to know how things are going to work out, right? They put expectations and kind of limit themselves on how that things could work out. And then they stay to the expectation about how it needs to work out. And then it never works out the way that it's meant to, although it works out the way that it needs to. Okay. And when people, I think the humans have, to me, a really hard time with surrender because of what the word surrender suggests, right? We're used to wartime surrender or like fighting and things like that. It's always some type of struggle to where if you surrender, you're giving up, right? You're saying that you lose. You're saying that you're accepting failure. And this is not the surrender that I'm talking about, right? In this surrender, you're not giving up. You're not accepting failure. In fact, you're being brave because you're saying that I'm not giving up. What I'm doing is I'm surrendering to the control on how something needs to happen. Sure, you may experience resistance in certain areas of your life, and that's expected because we've got to figure out what works. We have to figure out what will be working for us and how it's going to happen. We have to figure out the process, right? But during figuring out the process, we have to be open to allowing it to work out in any way, in every way that it's supposed to. So when you surrender, you're not saying you give up. You're saying that I'm going to relinquish control and allow things to play out exactly how they're meant to play out for me. You keep steady. You keep the steady pace, right? You keep putting in the effort. When you see resistance, you feel resistance in an area. It isn't saying that you're failing, you're not supposed to accomplish it. What it's saying is that you're meant to try another avenue to reach the destination. Okay? If it's implanted in your heart and it's implanted in your mind and it's something that you want to move towards, okay? You have everything to reach that point. You have everything where you can reach that point. And the interesting thing about this, I want you to remember, is that it's going to show up in the least way that you expect it. We're always taken off guard. We're here in this life to go ahead and just trust that it's going to work out the way that it needs to. And on top of it working out the way that it needs to, it's supposed to surprise you. We're here under the veil of forgetfulness. So let everything surprise you. Be willing to surrender. Drop those expectations and see how everything works out.